Okay, so see if you agree with me. Just bear with me, okay? You know what they say, always say, keep an open mind. I don't know what that means, but and then you work for 30 days again, get your salary, finish. Work for 30 days again, get your salary, finish. So this was going on. For about 3 years, I was working in a job. And I saw my boss who was working for 20 years. I said, boss, what is this what is going to happen until I die? Until I'm 60 or 65 when I retire. He said, no, Satya, this is not is what's going to happen because you get your salary and then you will get married one day. When you get married, you will come here into the negative zone. Some of you looking at each other, yeah, that's true. Because now you have more expenses. And then after you get married, you have children and you come here. And eventually, when you get married, have children, eventually you go to the bank, you get a loan, you buy a house, and you come here. There is no enough space in the camera, but I'm down here somewhere. And then you spend the rest of your life paying back the bank. Now, this is what is going to happen to you, Sathy, my boss said. I said, wow. Now, let me ask you guys out there, is this true? Those of you who have been working for many years, is this what happens? It's true, right? So I did not want this at all. Okay. So when this business was presented to me many years ago, number one, I don't like direct selling. I'm an engineer. How can I sell? How can I go door to sell? Okay. But the guy was very smart. He said, tell you something. If you had $10 million, if you had $10 million, what would you do? Just bear with me, guys. 3 minutes. If you had $10 million, what would you do? I said, I'll buy a nice house. Okay, you buy a nice house, a big house, correct? 5 bedrooms, maybe a swimming pool, a nice garage. Okay, your dream house. At the moment, you're not living in your dream house, true? When I was working my job, I was living not even in a house, in a small room. And then he said, would you change your car? Good questions. You know, this all these rich guys, the footballers, Ronaldo, Messi. Who else is rich? All these rich people, and their cars are like crazy. You know, they have Ferraris, they have Lamborghinis, Bentleys, Rolls Royce. Now, these are cars that you and I can only dream about. Correct? So he said, dream. You have $10 million, what would you do? So I said, okay, I'll buy a Ferrari, a Lamborghini, a Bentley, Rolls Royce, what else there? Bugatti. And then, okay, you bought your house, you bought your cars, you still have a lot of money. Now what would you do? I said, okay, I would like to travel to see the world. Okay, because there's so many countries, there's so many different cultures. I just want to travel and see the world. So where would you go? I want to go to, where would you travel to? Switzerland, UK, US, Australia, you know, all these countries that sounds nice where you can go and see the snow. Have you seen snow before? Why not? When I was working in my job, I've never seen snow and I always wanted to see snow. But with my salary, I could only see snow in my fridge. Correct? You seen, right? You open the freezer, you touch the snow and you play. That's not snow. Snow, you got to go to these countries. Okay, so now you travel. I bought a nice house, bought a nice car, travel around the world. Next, ladies, this is for you. Would you like to go shopping? Okay, what would you buy? Handbags. Handbags. I don't understand handbags. One small handbag like that, 100,000. Even the name is not nice. Birkin. Sounds like an animal, right? Gherkin, Birkin. Okay, but everybody wants a Birkin. Then watches. Guys, Rolex, Patek, Philippe, Omega, all the nice watches. And ladies, You see my left ear? That's a diamond. You want that on both ears. I could only afford one ear. Okay? And now they love diamond earrings. So, ladies, you got diamonds. Next, what would you do? If you have children, you want to send your children to the best universities, the best colleges, and have the best education. So, you have education here. And finally, after $10 million, you have a little bit extra. Why not do some charity? Okay? Now, this is what everybody wants. Correct? Don't lie. That's what you want also. Okay? This is what everybody wants. But this is how much you earn. Can you see? If you can see, it's too much. You earn less than that. Okay? So, it's less. This is what you want. This is what you earn. So, what do 99.9% of people in the world do? They reduce this to match this. Have you done that? Are you doing that? You are doing that now. You're reducing all what you want because of how much you earn. Your big house, and you will justify and say, big house not safe. Better to stay in a small house. Cars, you can't drive a Ferrari in India or in Nigeria. So you buy a nice Toyota. Okay? Then travel around the world. Stick to the fridge, put a lot of water inside, becomes ice, and make your own snow. Watches, you can come to Malaysia. Don't tell anyone I said this. You can come to Malaysia and go to a street called Petaling Street and buy a Rolex for $20. Nobody will know the difference. Okay, so many people have been there and some of you know them. Then education. I went to the local college, the local school. My children should also. Charity, this one we can totally wipe out. So what people do is they reduce this to match this. For the next 8.5 minutes, I'm going to show you how you can increase this to match this. Would that be interesting? Increase this so that you can get this, which you always wanted, and you gave it up because you did not have this. Now I'm going to show you how to get this. Okay? 8 minutes. Bear with me. Now, in the world, there are 4 types of people, correct? Fourth category is where you want to be. A lot of time and a lot of money. Okay, so now if you are somewhere here, the next 6 minutes I'm going to show you how you can come here. Is that fair? Fantastic. Now you heard about the company, about the products, about the the training. So the company is good, solid, we have fantastic products. But how does one actually make money? And remember, I told you, I don't like selling, I don't like direct selling, I don't like going door to door, I don't like convincing people, I don't like stocking up products and delivering products. I don't want any of that. I told the guy, if I don't have to do any of this, I'm in. He said, fantastic. So we have different types of products, correct? You saw earlier. We have home care, energy, health, watches and jewelry, travel, and education. So we have about 5 or 6 different categories of products ranging from $500 to $5,000. Okay. So the guy said, choose a product that you like. That's all. I said, okay. I said, okay, I like this watch. Okay, so I'm going to purchase the watch. Now, when I purchase the watch, the company will give me an account. I purchase a product from QNet, company will give me an account. This is my account, okay, like a bank account. It has my ID number. Let's say AA1234. So this ID number is specific for me. Nobody else has it. Only me. So this is my account. Why do I have an account? Because the company needs to track how much they are going to pay me. And why should they pay me? Because I'm going to advertise for the company. Remember, I'm not going to sell, I'm going to advertise for the company. Do you remember when you were young, advertisements were so powerful? Okay, my mother, she used to tell me, Sathy, go to the shop and buy Colgate. What she meant was toothpaste, but she didn't say toothpaste. She said Colgate because she watches the Colgate advertisement so much that every toothpaste for her is Colgate. Go and buy Colgate. So those days, advertisements were so powerful, but not anymore. Now is word of mouth. That means if I go to a shop and buy a pair of shoes, and I come and tell my friend, this shoe is damn good, damn comfortable, damn cheap. My friend will go and buy it because I said so. So that's the power of word of mouth. And you and I have been doing it for the longest time. You go to a good restaurant, you tell your friends, they go and eat. When they go and eat, how much money do you make? Zero. Correct? Then why do you do it? Because it's our nature. Anything good we introduce to people. So that's what QNet is about. I said, okay, interesting. So now I want to know more. What's next? Okay, next. Once you buy a product, you will get your account, and your account is divided to the left and the right. Why? That's how the system works. Why do some countries drive on the left, some countries drive on the right of the road? That's the system. So QNet has a system where they divide your account to the left group and the right group. Okay? Now the system is very simple. Every product has something what we call BV. Okay? Business value or business volume. So every product. Now, minimum to start, you need about 1000 PV. Okay, so are you with me so far? Minimum you need to start with 1000 BV. 1000 BV you buy a watch for about $600 to $700. That's all. That's all you need to start. So I said, okay, I buy this product. What happens now? Introduce the products of QNet to 2 of your friends. Do you have 2 friends? If you don't have 2 friends, you don't need this business. You need therapy. Okay, so everybody has 2 friends. In my culture, minimum you need 4 friends. Yeah, because when you die, you need 4 people to carry you. Okay, so you have 2 friends. So my friend's name is Ravi and Susan. So I go to Ravi and I explain to Ravi, I show Ravi the products. Ravi said, okay, I want to buy a water filter. Ravi. So this is Ravi. He buys a product for 1000 BV. Now I speak to Susan. Susan chooses a nice earring. Again, company says, who introduced you? Susan gives my IR ID and I place Susan on the left. So now I have one. 1000, I use it as one, okay, to make things easier. I have one on the left and one on the right. So 1000 BV on the left, 1000 BV on the right. So is one on the left, one on the right. Now, do I make money? Yes. I make a small amount of commission for introducing them. Okay? So I make a little bit, maybe about $50. I make that as a commission. Now where the fun starts. So in Ravi and Susan, I introduced them in January 2026. Okay? Now my job is done. Can you believe it? That's all I have to do. And I made $50. That's not money at all. Okay? Now what happens is when Ravi buys a product from QNet, he gets his own ID number. AB1234. Susan gets AA1463. For example, Ravi has his own left and right, Susan has her own left and right. In February 2026, Ravi does exactly what I do, what I did. So Ravi introduces his friend, one on the left, one on the right. Susan does the same, one on the left, one on the right. Now, the company will look into my account and there is 3000 or 3 on the left and 3 on the right. Okay? 3 on the left, 3 on the right. Now the company says, congratulations, Sathy, you just earned $250. Not bad. What did I do to earn $250 in 2 months? What did I do? I bought a product and introduced 2 friends who did the same. Now, after February is March. When March happens, there is 2 people here, correct? They introduce 2 each. He introduces 2. This person 2, this person 2. So you must understand, everybody did exactly what I did in 1 month. Bought a product, introduced 2 people. Now, because I had 3 on the left, 3 on the right, company paid me 250. So company system is very simple. When you have 3 on the left and 3 on the right, you make 250. That's how it works. 3 on the left, 3 on the right, 250. Now, in March, how many do I have? 4 on the left, 4 on the right. So company pays me another 250. And there's one balance which is carried forward to April. I don't lose the balance. I had 4 on the left, 4 on the right. Company paid me 3 on the left, 3 on the right. The balance 1 is carried forward to April. What have I done so far? I have made $500 now. In March, January, February, March, I have made $500. What have I done? Bought a product from QNet and introduced 2 friends. What have they done? Exactly the same. Now, these four people, each of them will introduce two each, exactly like how I did. Now I have eight. Eight. But don't forget, I had one that was carried forward, plus one, which is now 9 and 9. So if 3 and 3 is 250, 9 and 9 is $750. I joined in January. In April, I have made 750 plus 500, more than about $1,200. Okay? Now, what happens now? Eight people here. Each of them introduce two of their friends each. Now, 16 on the left, 16 on the right in May. Now, how much do I earn? You do the maths. Now I earn 1250 because there's five pairs of two. And how many carried forward? One carried forward again. Now 16 people do exactly what I did. Introduce two. There will be now 32. 32 plus the one that was carried forward. Now is 33 and 33. 33, 33 will pay me about 2,750. This April, May, June. By June, I would have made 2,750. Not impressive. Okay? June, July. 32, each introduced two will be 64. When 64 happens, company will pay me $5,250. 7 months, I made $5,250. What have I done? Guys, think about it. What have I done? I bought a product in January, introduced two of my friends, helped them to do the same, and by July, I'm making 5,000. What happens in August? 64 people. Each of them speak to two people each. 128 people, 128 people. Now I make 10,750. Okay. Now I'm slightly excited because I bought a product in January. In August, I'm already making more than $10,000. What did I do? Bought a product, introduced it to. Now, do I know these 128 people? I don't know because I only knew Ravi and Susan. They only knew two. Everybody here introduced two people to the business. Now, do I have to deliver the products to all of these people? Zero. All I have to do is introduce them, introduce Ravi and Susan. They mention my IR number. Company delivers the products to them anywhere in the world. I get paid sitting at home in Malaysia. Now, this is August. Now, this is the exciting part because September is my birthday. Now I have 256 people on the left, 256 people on the right. Now I just made on my birthday 21,250 US dollars. Whew. Now what happens? I said enough. I made enough money. Stop. I don't want to do the business. Cannot. Because 256 people here and 256 people here, they also want to make money. So in October, there will be 512 people, 512 people coming in, everybody buying one product from the company, and now I just made 42,750. Hey, I've never seen this kind of money working in a job. Okay, I made about $1,000 a month in my job, but now in October alone, I made 42,000. What have I done? Bought a product, introduced two of my friends. Do I know all these people? I don't. Are all these people in Malaysia? No. They can be anywhere in the world because all they need is my IR number and QNet does the rest and they pay me. It doesn't stop there, guys, because 500 people they still want to make money. October, November, 1024. Now 82,000, let's say 500. Approximately by November 2026, I have made 82,000. December, Christmas, December 2,400, 2,048 on the left, 2,048. Now I'm making 170,000. So in 1 year, in 12 months, in 12 months, in 12 months, this is me, Sathy. This is my ID number, AA1234. And when I joined in January, I had Ravi and Susan. I made about $50. In December 2026, I had 2,048 people in my left and 2,048 people in my right, and I made $170,000. What did I do? I was thinking to myself, this is impossible. Correct? Every company will show you a projection like this. Every company will show you a projection like this. But you see, the projection that they show is based. Whole thing is falling down. Okay, a projection like this. Okay, I get my assistant Bala to help me. So, a projection like this is so basic. That means I just spoke to two people. I bought one product and introduced two people in 1 month, and everybody did the same. After 12 months, done. Okay, stand by and hold this. Okay, what are you gonna do? Okay, so this is much better. December 2026, I was making $170,000. My total income in 2026 is US dollars 341,250. In 1 year, I made $341,000. Now, let's go back to January. These are the things that I did. What did I do? Bought a product. Bought one product. Or second thing I did, introduced the product to two friends anywhere in the world. Then what happened? They did the same. And I made this money. 341,000 total in 1 year, 2026. Now, people ask me, People ask me, Sathy, this is you. You introduce Ravi and Susan. If Susan speaks to two people and everybody speaks to two people, then it's fine. Your right is growing. But what if Ravi buys a product and doesn't do anything? He doesn't introduce anyone at all. What happens? I said, no problem. I introduce Abu and place Abu below Ravi and then help Abu introduce two. And then the same thing will happen. Company will match my left and right. Ravi can go to sleep. Ravi buys a product and doesn't introduce anyone. Doesn't matter. I introduce Abu and my left and right starts growing again. Okay? Now, then they ask me, what happens if Abu doesn't move? It's okay. I may not earn yet. But the beautiful thing about what I liked about QNet is Susan, let's say on my right, has 5,000 on Susan's side, and on my right, zero. Do I make money? No, because company said minimum you need is 3 on the left and 3 on the right. So now I have 5,000. So I said, okay, take 2,000 and put here and pay me. Cannot, because these are Susan's friends. This is Susan's left and right, which is my right. So what happens? Doesn't matter. I speak to Kumar or Adli and start placing them. But there is no time limit. The most beautiful part I like about this is that this 5,000 does not expire. Whenever, right, my left, I get paid 250. Balance 4,997